So let's open our session for today. Sit comfortably. Keep the back and neck straight. And when you feel ready, very gently close the eyes. Start observing your breath. Watch the natural flow of your breathing as you inhale and as you exhale. Slowly shift your attention to your body. Become aware of your posture. Allow your body to align itself. Very gently come back to the breath once again. And now begin to deepen the breathing. Slow, long, and deep inhalations. Slow, long, and deep exhalations. We are going to open today's session by chanting Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shantis. Take a deep breath in for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration. Join both the palms together and rub the palms. Put them on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms, open up your eyes, come back with a big smile on your face. Om Shanti. So let us begin our session for today. So in previous classes, we have covered mantra meditation. We have covered a few mantras also, and we have covered those in very good dealing. Today, we are going to start with a new topic. And this new topic is actually a very famous and very well perceived topic by most of the students. Otherwise, they don't want to sit in meditation, but over here, because we lie down and we get an opportunity to go in Shavasana, they really, really love this technique. So today we are talking about Yognadra, right? So Yognadra, Yoga, Nidra, Nidra. So let's talk a little bit about Yognadra. Yognadra means psychic sleep, right? So since you have joined yoga, you have learned the correct way of sitting, right? Maybe even the correct way of doing other things. And there is one more thing which is very essential. It's when we go to sleep. Because keeping the awareness when you are in the waking state, being more mindful of how you are doing something when you are in the waking state, it's very easy. But when we fall asleep, we go in an unconscious state, right? So at that point of time, also, the mindfulness has to be developed, right? So Yoga Nidra is a technique of developing mindfulness when we are sleeping. Um, Sleep, you can say, is a state or condition of the mind, right? So when we are tired um, after completing all the activities of the day, at the end of the day, when we are tired, the mind has developed this condition which helps it to relax. For a common person, sleep plays a very important role, and they need to, if they keep waking up in between, right, they will not have a restful sleep. Right. So when I'm talking of aware sleep, I'm not saying that you are constantly waking up, but generally, aware sleep can be perceived to be in this way, right? Where I am constantly waking up. So I'm already clearing this thing up. It's not what we are talking about when we are talking about sleep and yoga nidra. So depending upon our age, where we exist, different sleep patterns. What is our body type? Different sleep patterns, they support us. Just give me a moment. Yeah. Yeah, so depending on where we are, what age we are at, what is our body type, what is the kind of mind we are having, we can have different hours, ideal hours of sleep, right? But generally speaking, 8 hours is like considered to be a good amount of time to give rest both to your body and mind. But again, I would say that this highly varies. So if you some people, they feel fresh even after 6 hours of sleep, and some people, they sleep for 12 hours but they don't feel fresh, right? So it depends from person to person, right? And we don't know the correct way of sleeping, right? Especially in modern times, when I have so many decisions and so many things going on in my life. When I go to sleep, I am unable to go to sleep in the correct way, because all of those things get space when I actually lie down in bed, and those things, they begin to cross my mind, right? So when this thing gets more and more, right, people are unable to sleep at night, they face the issue of insomnia, their mind just doesn't stop functioning, right? But for a normal person also who is going to sleep, it's not that their mind doesn't chatter, right? It's a very common condition, the mind chatters, but sometimes the um, conditions are such, or your tiredness is so much that you end up falling asleep. Means that a common person is not going into sleep with a relaxed state of mind. Okay, they are going with multiple thoughts. So when you sleep with those kinds of thoughts, you dream also about those things. Have you ever seen, if you are literally reading something or looking at something before you sleep, that thing might end up coming in your dream? It's very likely. Why? Because mind is at a very absorbent stage at that point of time. And if not realized, those things, they follow us somewhere deep within also. Just give me one more moment. Okay, so sorry. Yeah. So the concept of Yognadra, it's talking about the correct way of sleeping, what kind of state of mind you should have when you're going to sleep, and it views sleep as something that is necessary, right? But at the same time, because it is a condition of the mind, Yog Nidra aims to infuse more awareness into this sleeping process, right? There's a very famous saying that when the entire world sleeps, the yogi is awake. So being awake, it doesn't mean that the yogi doesn't sleep only altogether. Yes, yogis need very less sleep, but they do sleep, right? But being awake in the sleep means that their awareness is all the time present. They are very mindful during their sleep, right? So depending on what kind of practice you come across or what kind of audio you come across, Yog Nidra can have varying stages, right? Most of the Yog Nidra practices, they are created uh, to wake the person up again, right? So generally the instructions, they start, and then um, different stages show up, and at the end there is an instruction to get up, right? So if you are specifically looking for falling asleep, don't go for any general audio of Yog Nidra. Look specifically for audios of Yog Nidra which will take you into sleep, right? Because the mind is constantly following the voice, right? You completely surrender in the stage of Yog Nidra. So you are completely following the noise. Suppose at 10 in the night you start playing the audio, by 10:30 the instruction comes to get up, right? And because you are already in that stage where only the mind is following whatever voice is coming, the mind will ask you to get up, right? So be careful. Depending on your purpose, you can change the audio of Yog Nidra. But Yog Nidra was mostly designed to, most of the Yog Nidra audios, they are designed in such a way that they will make you get up, right? Yog Nidra has always existed. It is currently existing and it will always exist, right? So in ancient times, the yogi did not practice or needed these techniques separately, right? The awareness came in at a very deep level on its own, right? But in modern times, Yog Nidra, it's used as a very important relaxative kind of practice. And if you actually look at the Hatha Yogic texts, right? So it's not Hatha Yogic text. There is a very specific book by the name of Yog Nidra only. So over there, it's said that it is a stage of withdrawal or pratyahar, right? So your fifth limb in the eight limbs, it's pratyahar or withdrawal of senses. So it has been said that Yog Nidra is a technique of withdrawal of senses. So if you practice Yog Nidra and after that you sit and do some meditation, you will see that you are easily able to connect with your object. So today also when we practice, we will take a few moments after we get out of Yog Nidra to just see if we are able to connect with our breathing more easily or not. Okay. Yog Nidra, like I said, has always existed and will always exist. But it was formalized by Swami Satyanand Saraswati, right? He is a very famous author of Bihar School of Yoga. So Bihar is a place in India, and he was it is said that he experienced Yog Nidra very deeply, and then he formulated or gave the formal steps for this practice, right? So you guys can go ahead, read up more about it. Yog Nidra has a few very interesting things. So if you read scientific studies, you will see how Yog Nidra, takes you into the deeper brain waves, right? So when we are currently existing in this waking stage, there is a particular frequency or a brain wave that is going on. And as we practice Yognadra, the brain wave shifts to a deeper frequency, meaning the per second movement of that wave, it reduces, right? Number of waves in that one, if I take this much area, number of waves will be less in the stage of Yognadra or in the stage of sleep. But in conscious level, maybe the number of waves in this same area will be much more, right? So depending on what kind of brain wave frequency we are at, we experience different stages, right? We experience different states of mind, right? So Yog Nidra takes you into deeper uh, frequencies, which help you to relax the mind and prepare it for practices like meditation. Okay, so let's talk about second very interesting thing in Yog Nidra. So Yog Nidra is also having a very important stage called Sankalpa. Sankalpa or resolution. So don't get worried if you don't catch the Sanskrit name. You can very easily view it as a resolution. So after we take the person into like just a relaxed state, right? Meaning that I have already asked them to take Shavasana, and little bit I have asked them to connect with their breathing, observe their body overall. I asked them to go into the stage of resolution, right? So resolution is the stage which is very unique to Yoga Nidra, right? So resolution can be anything. Yeah. So for beginners, the resolution is as easy as I would remain awake for my entire practice. But as you begin to deepen your practice, you will come to a stage where you would not need this kind of resolution anymore, and you can work on some other resolution. So he very like Swami Satyanand Saraswati ji, he very I would say skillfully incorporated this concept of resolution or sankalpa at two levels in Yoga Nidra. Okay, one is when we begin Yoga Nidra, right? And one is before we get up, right? So when we are about to enter the practice of Yoga Nidra, we are about to relax, consciously relax the mind, right? Consciously take the mind to relax different body parts, and even mental relaxation takes place in the higher stages of Yoga Nidra. So when you repeat something before you sleep, like I said, when you watch something and you just fall asleep while watching it, or you have read something and then you go to bed, um, you end up dreaming of that thing. So it's seeping into the deeper states of mind. And that same way, when I repeat a resolution of what I want, right, or something that I am like aiming for, that seeps into the deeper levels of the mind, the levels which are actually controlling everything you are doing, right? So sometimes you are aware but you are unable to break the habit, no? It's because you have not put the work at the deeper level of the mind. You are just working on a very surface level of the mind, right? So Yog Nidra, when you repeat your resolution in the beginning, it allows or creates space for that resolution to seep into the deeper states of mind. And after you complete the entire process of Yoga Nidra, you again repeat your resolution, right? As a reminder that you are coming back and now this is something you really want to achieve or you really want to implement in your life, right? So resolution can be very skillfully used in the practice of Yoga Nidra in order to personalize it, align it according to your students' needs and preferences. Uh, it is generally said, observed, seen, studied that the mind is at a very vulnerable, in a very vulnerable state just before you go to sleep and just right after you wake up, right? These are the two times when the mind is at a very absorbent stage. So if you repeat something constantly when you before you go to sleep, you will see this thing, that this repetition that is happening, it's actually showing in your life more and more, right? So suppose I read a few affirmations as I'm about to close my day. right? So I will start seeing their result or impact, because at that point of time, your conscious mind is not, or your this mind which is very functioning very logically, it's seeing reasoning, right? It's not going to fight you at that point of time. And when you wake up, your mind is very sensitive at that point of time also. That is why, most of the times our adults, they tell us, wake up in the morning, and or first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning, study whatever you are currently as a student you are enrolled for. Or most of the times you will see people set their morning and night routines in order to align themselves more with their what they want to achieve, right? So when you wake up, your mind is in a very absorbent state, so you should again be very careful what you do at that point of time. And when you repeat the resolution, or when you repeat some affirmations as soon as you wake up, again it's going to have the same impact. It's going to very easily, without any fight or struggle, seep into the deeper uh, levels of your mind. Okay, so I will just quickly explain the technique of Yognadra, and then we are going to go ahead and practice. Yognadra should always be practiced in a lying position where your entire spine is straight. So sometimes what people do, they lie down and they twist their neck on one side or the other, right? So this is not the correct way of doing it. Your entire back should be straight when you are doing Yognadra. You are not trying to fall asleep, right? So don't make the conditions in such a way that you end up falling asleep. So many students, they take cushions, they take pillows, they take a blanket, right? Thinking that Yog Nidra is going to give them a very good sleep, and it does, right? So Yog Nidra has this beautiful quality of giving you a very nice and relaxed sleep. But that is not why we are doing Yog Nidra, right? So the main goal of Yog Nidra is very different from what it is perceived to be today. So you have to lie down in Shavasana, keeping your entire spine straight. Hands should be away from the body and palms should face upwards like this. Okay, so hands should be at a comfortable distance. When you put the hands away, your neck and shoulders, they get more space to relax. So depending on your own understanding of how much distance you want to take, so that your neck and shoulders get relaxed, you can place your hands in that way. Legs are also slightly apart, and allow your feet to fall out like this. So allow the feet to fall out and move downward. Right. So this is the position of Yoga Nidra. After we give this position, we first focus on the natural breath, and we focus on the overall, just a quick overall relaxation, right? Not specifically going to any body part, but just surrendering the body to gravity, right? And then we go into repeating the resolution, right? So we repeat the resolution, and after repeating the resolution, we go through a round of body awareness, right? So we are going to scan through the entire body, starting from the toes till the up, like till your head. There are different sequences to do this also. So again, don't get confused, right? Um, After we complete this, generally we repeat the resolution again and we come back from Yoga Nidra. However, in some audios, you will find that there are many more stages, and that is completely all right. But those are very deep stages. There is no point of talking or discussing about those if you are falling asleep in body awareness, right? So those are very deep stages where it's working on the deeper levels. So we are only going to practice this very common and beginner level technique of Yoga Nidra. But slowly, as you advance in your practice, you can cue in more and more stages. After body awareness, you can go ahead and cue in the other stages as well. And then you can come out of Yoga Nidra. But if you are falling asleep before only, then I would say that look for a very simple audio till the time you are remaining awake during the entire process of body awareness, right? So we are going to start our practice now. So wherever you are, lie down on your mat, keep the back neck straight, Hands at a comfortable distance from the body, palms facing upwards, legs slightly apart, feet falling out. Lie down properly into Shavasana. And now very slowly and gently close your eyes. Just keep following my voice. There is no other thing you will need while you are practicing Yognadra. Just follow my voice throughout the practice. Start connecting with your pure breath. Connect with the pure breath. Just generally become aware of your entire body. You're lying down in Shavasana. Leave your body loose, surrender your entire body to the pull of gravity. Leave the entire body loose. Just be aware of the fact that I am practicing Yognadra. The purpose of this practice is to remain awake. Don't try to analyze the instructions too much. Just simply follow them as I guide you through this entire meditation. Take a few moments to repeat your resolution 3 times in your mind. The resolution can be as simple as I will remain awake throughout my practice. Slowly shift your attention to your right big toe. Become aware of your right big toe, first toe, second, third, and fourth. base of the right foot, top of the right foot, heel, ankle, right calf muscle, right knee. Just keep relaxing all of these body parts. Release any stress or tension as I say the name of the body part, your right thigh, right buttock. Release the stress and tension from your entire right leg. You're slowly going to move towards the left big toe. Become aware of your left big toe. First toe, second, third, and fourth. Base of the left foot, top of the left foot, heel, ankle, left calf muscle, left knee. Release any stress, pressure, any kind of excessive muscle contraction that is there. Left thigh, left buttock. Relax the entire left leg. Relax both the legs. Full concentration on relaxing the right and the left leg. Slowly shift your attention to your lower back. Relax and release any stress or tension from the lower back. Middle back. Slowly shift your attention up to the upper back, your right and left scapula, your shoulder blades. Just allow them to relax. Relax your entire spine. Slowly shift your attention to your lower abdomen by moving to this front side of the body. Keep your entire attention and awareness on the lower abdomen. Relax all the muscles. Slowly shift the attention to the navel region. Relax the navel region, all the muscles. Slowly shift the attention to the upper abdomen. Relax your entire abdomen. Now slowly take your attention to the right side of the chest. Move to the left side of the chest. Become aware of the entire chest. Relax your entire front portion, your chest, your abdomen together. Now slowly shift your attention to your right hand. Become aware of the right thumb, your index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. Relax the back of the hand, the palm, wrist, your forearm, elbow of the right hand, upper arm, and right shoulder. Relax all the muscles of your right arm. Slowly shift your awareness to the left arm. Become aware of the left hand. Shift your attention to the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the little finger. Top of the left hand, relax all the muscles. Palm of the left hand, left wrist, left forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder. Relax the entire left arm. Relax both the arms, both the legs. Now slowly and gently shift your attention to the back of the neck. Relax all the muscles. Move to the throat region, front of the neck, chin, lower lip, upper lip, both the lips together. Right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear. Relax all the muscles. Move to the right eye, the left eye. Relax the eyes properly. The space between both your eyebrows, the eyebrow center, the forehead. Slowly and gently relax the head. From the top of the head till the tips of the toes, relax the entire body. Now very slowly and gently begin to come back. We are going to repeat the resolution once again. Repeat the resolution 3 times in your mind. Slowly and gently start becoming aware of your entire body. As you breathe in, feel the abdomen rise and expand. As you breathe out, contract your abdomen, squeeze the abdomen and allow all the air to move out of your body. Become aware of your entire posture and start connecting with all the sounds that are around you. Slowly and gently move your fingers, move your toes. Very slowly and gently start moving your fingers, start moving your toes. If you feel that you can take your hands up over your head, interlock them, and stretch your body completely. Once you stretch the body, bring the hands down. Join both the legs together and turn towards your left side. Now cushion with your left hand. Place it under your head and bring the right hand on the ground. Take a few deep breaths over here. When you feel ready, with the support of your right hand, lift the body up. Come in any comfortable sitting position where your back and neck are straight. Eyes are gently closed. We are going to sit and observe our breath for about a minute. Just simply observe the pure breath, the practice of Anapan, as it flows in and as it comes out. Very slowly and gently suspend the practice. If you want to sit with your breath for a longer period of time, you can go ahead and do that. If you feel ready, you can go ahead, suspend your practice as we will close our session by chanting Om one time, followed by 3 Shantis. Take a deep breath in for a moment. Om. Shanti. 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 Just feel the vibrations. Join both your palms together, gently bow down. Now begin to rub both your palms together. Place them on the eyes. We are going to do this 2 more times. So rub the palms together properly. Place them on your eyes. And more time, rub the palms. Keep them on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at your palms. Begin to open up your eyes. Smile. Feel free to spread this energy on your body. So, guys, keep practicing. Yognadra is a beautiful and wonderful practice. And if you fell asleep today, means you have to work more and more on this stage only until you gain proper awareness. So, enjoy the remaining of your classes. Take care, guys. Bye bye.